Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to World of Tanks Blitz, and today we're going to be driving the KV-1 here, the Russian Tier 5 heavy tank, which, I don't know, not a lot of people seem to talk about the KV-1 when they're doing any sort of lists or talking about their favourite tanks. The KV-1 never sort of comes up. It's just sort of a tank that people forget about or don't really have any opinions on, which I can understand. Its main standout feature is probably this gun. It gets an 85mm, which for a heavy at this tier, it's alright. The BDR gets a, what, 90mm or something? The Churchill 1 gets a 75mm. What other things? The T1 Heavy gets a 75mm, so yeah, this thing getting an 85mm for a Tier 5 Heavy, does 200 average damage, is pretty good overall, all things considered. What's not all good, all things considered, is that I'm the furthest one forwards and there's a Churchill right over there. Hello, Mr. Churchill. Yeah, let me just switch to APCR there, thanks very much. Frontal turret, though, is very nice. That's the better feature of the KV-1 in comparison to... I can't get through his side turret armor, can I? No, I can't. Hello, friend. Can I please shoot you? Thanks very much. Yeah, okay. As you can see, the pen isn't exactly the best. Not against the Churchill. God, having something like a T-34-85 gun on this would have been nice, but you know, this pen will have to do. Well, winning 3-0. That Churchill is doing its thing. My friend. Thanks very much. Oh, damaged his ammo. That's always nice. There's that Stug. Going for our Churchill 1. No, Churchill 3, sorry. Down it goes. Okay, KV-1S over there. Let's charge the Stug. Overall, I don't know. The KV-1 is just sort of a meh heavy. Look at this gun depression. I can't hit the Stug. Now he's dead. I missed out on killing a Stug. Oh. No. Aim time. Aim time as well is not that great. Really, the only reason you'd play a KV-1 is if you like the KV-1 as a tank in general, because we came mid on the team, but that's only because I shot some APCR into a Tier 6 Heavy. That's the only reason why I did damage to a Tier 6 tank. That's the only reason I came mid on the team there. I don't know, KV-1, I like the legendary camo for it. I do have to say, the legendary camo for this is alright, and the armour is, for the turret at least, is alright, and it can side scrape. But mobility is... aim time is... accuracy is... The reload speed is 9.8 seconds, which, for getting 200 damage shot, is not too bad. Then again, the Churchill 1 reloads in about 5 seconds. Nah, that's got to be too quick. I'm sure a Churchill 1 reloads relatively quickly, though. Churchill 1 probably has better DPM than this thing. Well, we snapped a shot on the Stug, and it did hit. Sorry, on the Panzer, and it did hit, but it was a Panzer 4, so of course it bounced off of a stupid angle. Namely, its gun mantlet. Let's see if we can't hit him as he runs away. Nope. Look at that accuracy. Look at this. Aiming on that eraser. AKA ARL. Look at this accuracy. Look at this aim time. I'd love to get a shot on that Panzer. So no. Who's around here? ARL. Look at this. Aiming. Had to snap the shot. It didn't hit. Panzer. Yeah, overall I literally just have this for the historical significance. That's the only reason I have the KV-1. Yeah, I don't particularly enjoy playing the KV-1, if I'm honest. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I never hear anyone saying, "Oh, I love the KV-1." It's always, "Ah, I love the KV-2 because the KV-2's got the big dirt gun." Yeah, that shot was never going to hit. That's not the KV-1's fault. I could have taken a shot on the Leo, but well, he's crashed into a rock. So, what was that shot? Come on, that should have hit him. He's getting swarmed by everyone. Yeah, okay, he's dead. Who else we got over here? We got the Eraser. Is he gonna like do something? Oh, well, he got shot. Who's this behind us? Limited 25. Oh, KV-1S. Shot went high, had to snap the shot. Couldn't have waited for it to aim in. Hello, Panzer. How's it going there, my friend? Let me. Oh, what? Oh, great. Now there's an AC1 and an MT. Ow, and I'm dead. Well, wasn't that a fun game to play then? Yeah. KV-1 is... I don't want to say it's bad, because it's not a particularly bad tank, it's just not that interesting. Yeah, the mobility is not particularly great. It can side scrape, it can kind of front scrape, it can hull down, it can deal 200 damage in a single shot for a 10-second reload, which is not particularly great. Yeah, it's a bit of a slow reload actually, for that amount of damage. And overall it's just not particularly enjoyable, to me at least. Of course that will be subjective to me, but overall it's just not a... Why would you play this tank when there are better tier 5 heavies that you could play, which are just generally better and more enjoyable in comparison to this thing. So yeah, we lost that game. Not that much of a surprise. I came second to last. Again, no surprise there. It also doesn't help that we're only getting into tier 6 games, which isn't particularly fun. Yeah, I had a quick look at the gun again. Gun gets 120mm of pen, which is not great. There are medium tanks which get better penetration than that, and they get far better DPM. This thing has got about 1200 DPM. In comparison, a Churchill 1 gets about 14/1500 DPM. And the Churchill is a more fun tank. As an ARL, we're not going to be able to get through his armor. Get through his turret. Aim time is... look at that. Look at that, bounced off of his... You actually get supposedly better DPM, technically better DPM, using the 122 than you do using this gun. That gun missed. And there's a KV-1 over there. Yeah, you've just got terrible DPM. There you go, finally. 191 and we fired 3 shots. Now he's coming for me. Let's switch to APCR. Might not need to actually if he comes in sideways like that. But he's got better DPM than me, he's got a better gun than me, he's got better armor, he's at tier 6. There's nothing I can do here. Apart from that. And I'm now dead because I'm on a 9-second reload. Nope. It's not bouncing that. So I drove about 100 meters and died to an ARL because I just couldn't do anything. We weren't bouncing any shots. I wasn't in a particularly good position, but then unless the heavy tanks actually go to the heavy tank spot, which is on board the Yamato, there's not really much chance of doing heavy tank. Oh, there kind of is. You can side scrape around the mounds of dirt, but overall, yeah, we didn't do particularly well. So, yeah, 576, we were second on the team to the Nashorn. You know what, Mr. Nashorn, you did your best. I did my best, coming second with 3 penetrating shots, one of which was APCR. So, there you go. Have a team player. Yeah, let's go once more, and then I'll call it there, because it's just not fun, you know. I'm not having fun playing a KV-1 in a Tier 6 game again. We've got 4 games in a row where we've been a KV-1 in a Tier 6 game, and there's things like an 88 or a P43 that we've got to try and kill with 120mm of pen with a 10-second reload, and terrible accuracy. At least I get to put out that. A Matilda at Tier 4 has got better DPM than this. A B1, a Char B1 at Tier 4 has got 100 less DPM than this thing does. And a Matilda's got better pen. I was looking at things like a DW2 or an AMX40, you know, things like that. No, they have like 1800 DPM, so it's not as bad as that, but even so. A Panzerjäger 1 has got half the DPM of this thing, and it's a Tier 2 tank destroyer. And it's a better tank than this. I'm being harsh, but it's true. This tank is not. The camo's nice. That isn't. I didn't want to get shot by a KV-2. VKU can take the shot from me. He got shot from someone over there. Yeah, he's firing at that direction. Hello, KV-2. Yeah, that shot was never going to hit. Ah, box tank, what are you doing? Don't push me out in front of the KV-2. Everyone's scared of the KV-2. People wouldn't be scared of a KV-1. That's a 200 bounce. What's that going to be? 88, I'm assuming. Hey, a Panzer. If we can hit him, we can bounce off him. That's what we can do, because accuracy. Look at that. Look at that accuracy. Slash lack of. And also that lack of pen. Look at that, we bounced twice off him. I can pen a Firefly, but then who can't pen a Firefly? Well, alrighty then. Goodbye, Mr. Firefly. 200 bounce. Unless that was HE. Might be an HE that bounced. There's a P43. Oh, it might have been the P43. Panzer, Panzer, Panzer. Come on, you know you want to. No, he doesn't. Okay. KV-2 don't have shots on. There's that Panzer. There's a Leo. Aiming, 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 fire. And we miss! That was a fully aimed shot on a Leo. And it missed. That wasn't even me snapshotting that. There you go, that one hit. We should be able to bounce at least a Leo at this range. Firefly though, that's a no from me. At least I can pen a Firefly. As he's trying to back it up. And he's gone. If I was in something like a Churchill, I would have got 2 shots into that guy and done 240 average damage. Sorry, no. That would have been 320 average damage. That was me being slow on the draw, that wasn't the tank. Leo, Panzer, Panzer, Leo, Firefly! Okay, we've done 400 average damage to that Firefly, but we've bounced twice off of a Panzer. There you go. Finally, 186 on a Panzer. This has been our best game. Leo. I was a little bit rushed, but even so, the shot still went low. Because I was expecting him to continue backing up. Hey, we actually got a kill. For 832 damage. Brilliant. Yeah. Third class mastery. Great. completed 2 missions as well. Yeah, we were 3rd on the team, but even so, we've completed 3 missions. We can claim a box. And what are we going to get in that box? Nothing. Nothing good. Yeah. So there you go. KV-1. It's just not fun. Honestly, it's just not a particularly great tank. I don't think I'm going to have to say it. It's not a particularly great tank. You're welcome to disagree. I'm probably playing it wrong, but even so, it's just in comparison to some of the other heavies, it's just not there. So yeah, I'll thank you for watching and goodbye.